was high on Marcus when he got here. Any part of you been a little bit surprised at the success he's had with us in the red zone, or just his ability to make plays for you on a consistent basis?
Yeah, well, he does something that the run obviously was big, kind of shows you where he's at right now. And again, we had talked about, even during the game, run it. If you see something running, you see a crease, running is not bad. Don't feel like you have to stay in the pocket. The one thing about him that I saw yesterday is that after the fumble, after the interception, after anything that could have possibly been a negative, because we didn't respond to the sudden change, we let scores happen. As you walk down to the offense, getting ready to go back on the field, he's got the look, at least this is the feel of the look I see, is like, I got it. And that's a good feeling when your quarterback's looking at you like, don't worry about it, we're good. And we have been in a lot of cases the way he, gives us a chance to win games.
Is that rare for a rookie to have that look, especially a rookie quarterback?
Again, really the only other rookie that has started, is Matt Ryan that I've been with, and very similar. You always felt like he had a chance, but very similar.
Mario, making a play like the 87-yard touchdown run, would you prefer that it's more of a freelance kind of thing as that was, or is there a temptation when you see the speed and the moves that he clearly has, is there a temptation to maybe try to put some plays in that could utilize that more?
Well, we again, since the Miami game, since he's getting healthier, and we felt like this is probably as healthy as he's been. We designed more yesterday. We had the zone read in. They did a good job against 2 weeks ago of stopping it. We countered it, and I thought we did a better job of running it than they defended it this time. They won week one or whatever it was 2 weeks ago. We countered it, and he made some yards on it. We had bigger plays if we'd have sustained some of the blocks when he was running it outside.
Aggressive decisions to go for it before the end of the half and at the end of the game. Was there kind of a message to the team about playing aggressive? Maybe I'll coach aggressive and you play aggressive, or was there just you felt at the right time that was when you wanted to go for it?
Well, at the half, again, even on the headphones, when we were faced with the 3rd and 10, the conversation is we want to run the ball, get them to burn a timeout if we've got to punt it after this. And really the thought was, I'm not worried about their timeout. We're worried about trying to score points. So call our best 3rd down play, which Jason, called the play to DGB. It was not about trying to be conservative at that point. It was about trying to go down and score. And when we hit the 3rd and 10, and then we continued to hit plays all the way down the 1, to come away with 3 was not going to be what we wanted. I mean, not for all we did to get to that point, we were going to finish the drive. I don't care, no matter what, we were going to finish that drive. And it was all or nothing. And the way we were playing, I just had a good feel for our guys to get the ball in the end zone. First of all, because I knew the play we were going to run, I knew the scheme, and we were confident that was the first play. And we get down the goal line, we're calling this play, and we're going to score with this play.
You said yesterday a lot of guys did well on that play, and the left side of the line kind of walled things off. There were some people coming from the right, and Posluszny looked like he had a good crack at Antonio. Is that kind of symbolic? Like, you called the play, you executed the play, but you also got a break in the play where somebody on the other team made a mistake.
Yeah, well, we did. When we did have them walled off, based on their front, we thought we could get an edge on them, and Posluszny just took a poor angle. But the way the momentum and the speed that Antonio was hitting that thing downhill, even if he'd have made contact with him, I'm not sure it made a difference for a yard. He was going to go in the end zone.
Did your heart skip a beat maybe at the end of the game on the 4th down play where the guy had a free run at Marcus? I know you got a flag in the back of the end zone, but did that develop like you wanted it to?
Well, I knew it was going to come out of his hands quicker. They blitzed both corners off the edge, and the thought was make them go 65 yards with 20 seconds left on the clock from the -1. Really, to be honest with you, I really like the play call, and if he's not held, he's going to score a touchdown there. The game is over, and so I thought it was a good decision at the time, and I still do, and they had to hold them, or it was a touchdown.
On the last defensive play, how, you guys brought pressure there. Are you talking to Ray and Dick saying, hey, I want pressure here, or do you
No,
stay out of their way?
I listen. I do a good job of listening with those two. They have it. I know kind of, we talk about what's going to happen in certain situations, and I know the call when they make the call. A lot of this verbiage is back from when I was in Pittsburgh, so I know the calls pretty well. So they don't need me. They don't need another voice on the phones. They do a very good job of communicating with not a lot of chaotic conversation going on. So no, I didn't direct them what to do.
Can you talk a little bit about the corners play yesterday, and I guess also if BW Webb has moved ahead of Bleedy on the kind of pecking order there?
Well, yeah, I'll start with the first one. The corners, we did some things yesterday. We were guessing a little bit. Played undisciplined, unlike the way we've been playing. And, it goes back to what the message has been, again, even in the locker room, about doing their job, because a lot of other guys are depending on them to do that, but we were not as disciplined as we played. We were guessing on some things, and it really hurt us the whole game. And then Bleedy and BW, when we went to our nickel package, they were going to rotate in and out, and we thought we're going to play who we felt like was playing the best when it's all said and done. And we made the switch, and we'll again discuss who's going to hold that role. But yesterday, BW was playing better than Bleedy.
Was Bleedy's last defensive play the one where he got beat down the
Yes, it was.
sideline?
Yes.
It seems like there's been a few times where this year, again, he seems to be in pretty decent position.
Yeah, he is. He's in good position to make plays, if not turnovers, and just has not really done that. So we're giving him opportunities. Again, we're doing it even in practice to kind of get him work with it live. And that was disappointing that happened like that. But
Not a coincidence that Greg Stevens started catching touchdown passes now that you're not in charge. I mean, is that one of your missions when you came in? It seems like you've been pretty high on him.
no, I've been high on him since he's come out of college. But him scoring touchdowns, he's where he's supposed to be. And Marcus did a good job he's really the last guy in that progression to hit. And he gets lost based on the play that we were running. He can kind of get lost in the line of scrimmage, which he did. Buzz Leslie lost him, and there's a nice crease, and really Marcus has hit that a number of times in practice. So it's a tough play to defend.
What kind of conversations and teams did you maybe hit? You were 0 for the first 9 against Oakland on third down, and yesterday I think 6 for the first 7, and wound up with the best percentage of the year by a lot.
Well, we have practiced third down more than any place I've ever been. I mean, that's why when you start like we did a week ago, 0-9, it's frustrating because how much we do practice the drill, how much we do. That's a competitive period we have at the end of Wednesday practices where it's ones against ones. We're better than we were a week ago. But, Marcus started off by making a play out of the pocket to DGB. And some of those things he was doing with his feet, getting out of the pocket. But also, protection-wise, we did some things protection-wise different yesterday than we have. Gave him a chance to step up in the pocket and hit some of those deeper throws. But we've been, we were, yesterday, I think we were 3 for 4 on 3rd and 10 or more. If you can convert those, you're doing something right. And I think our guys up front were protecting pretty well.
Mike, Kelly Holcomb, your former quarterback in Buffalo, came out and said he thinks you deserve a fair shot as a head coach in the NFL. Derek Mason said, former Titans receiver, that they should remove the interim tag. What does that make you feel when you hear that former players who have played the game at a high level feel that way about you?
Well, that's nice. That's nice to hear. It's I have a lot of respect for those guys. Coaching Kelly. That's nice, but I have said this really from the beginning. This is my coaching style. This is how I approach it, no matter who I'm coaching, and I'm going to continue to do that and see what happens, in the next month when it's all said and done. But I'm not. The message when I stand here in front of these guys is not going to change. We're going to approach every one of these games like we have, and that's nice to hear. But we'll keep plugging away.